Man. How about that game, huh? Raider Nation, what's going on? Coming to you guys with episode 130, I think, or 131, somewhere around there. Can you guys believe that right now? Can you believe what just happened? That is nuts. What is wrong with this team? Yeah, the clock management at the end. Yeah, there's a lot of fans upset. I mean, obviously it seemed like the safest call, and it seems like something that we've done all year long is play not to lose. We didn't play to win. We played not to lose. Yeah, lost for words. That's where I sit too. It's gonna be a pretty quick. Post game show. I'm pretty frustrated. So we're just gonna go ahead and let's get into this dang thing. Give a quick shout out to Stage Door Casino. Shout out to Stage Door Casino. Anyone that's been there this year to watch the game. Obviously, they came away with multiple Best of Las Vegas awards. They placed gold in the best hot dog, silver in best cocktail bar, best martinis, best pub, and best specialty cocktails. And they placed bronze in best sports bar, which is huge. Every time I'm in Las Vegas, that's where I'm hanging out at Stage Door Casino. Man. Oh, and visit blacksundayshop.com. Get your gear. Oh, man, Raider Nation, this is tough. This is a tough one. Shout out to the Super Chat. Colin Mason in the chat. We handed you all this game on a silver platter. Get rid of Gruden and stop wasting Carr's career. Go Dolphins. Dolphins fan coming in the Super Chat. Man, with some cold, hard facts. Really, I would say actually we handed you this game on a silver platter, given that last drive. But we had it. We had it in the bag. We took control in that big play to Aguilar. And then, of course, we had the weird missed tackle from McMillan, I believe. I forget who that was that actually missed that tackle. One linebacker missed a tackle on the running back. Took it to the house, and then we had that PI that was right there. Got us down to range, and we decided to squat on it and play conservative and play not to lose. Wow. Let's get into this game review. Shout out to everyone tuning in right now, but our game review is pretty crazy because it started off just the way we expected the last few weeks, and that's with our cursed first drive. Came out 3 and out, whatever. Dolphins come, out. I would say chunking away at yards. Defense had their whole bend, don't break mentality. That's how it seemed like throughout the whole game for the most part, right? Bend, don't break for our defense, and we held them to a lot of punts. We come out. Second drive, we're getting Aguilar involved. Josh Jacobs is going on the ground. Hunter's getting involved. We get down the goal line and walk away with a quarterback sneak from our quarterback who had a pretty injured groin. Came in and, put up 7 points for us. Shout out to the live chat, Mr. Ajama9. He says Mike Mayock should be fired for selecting Damon Arnett, and Gruden should be on the hot seat next season. There's going to be a growing period, I think, for Damon Arnett, to be honest. I think I'd like to see what he's made of. He bulks up a little bit, kind of gets used to a system that actually fits him. I already like what Marinelli's done with Corey Littleton, kind of changing his role around. Jonathan Abram kind of changing his role around. So let's wait and see. But right now, yeah, things aren't looking too good, really. I mean, especially in the John Gruden part of things, right? Getting back in this game review. Oh, it's disgusting. Absolutely disgusting. So after that quarterback sneak, it seems like our defense stepped up all game. Defense stepped up all game, played tough. We had some great blitz designs. Like I said, I was just talking about Abram and Marinelli. Seeing Jonathan Abram blitzing off the edge was phenomenal. Max Crosby gets in, starts making some big plays. We hold him to a field goal. Again, bend, don't break. They got down in the red zone. Max Crosby made a big play. They kick a field goal. We're still up 7-3. We get ready to go into the second quarter. Derek hits Darren Waller. Darren Waller, the best tight end in the NFL, hits Darren Waller for a first down. Big first down. It was like 30 yards, 29, 30 yards, something like that. Go to the second quarter, we open up flat. Run game's getting stuffed. Took a sack, knocked us out of field goal range, we punt. Then our defense comes out. Looks good, makes big stops. 3-and-out punt. Looking good, okay? So, we have, I'd say, a solid drive going. Derek's kind of, dishing out a little bit. I see Josh Jacobs, he gets rolling, he gets hot, which was nice. Whenever 28 was going, that seemed like whenever our offensive drives were the most successful. And for whatever reason, we kept putting in Devontae Booker, and I can't quite figure that one out. I cannot figure that one out whatsoever. Some of the snap counts. If you have the number 2 and the number 8 on your jersey, or the number 8 and the number 2, whatever order, if you're Josh Jacobs or Jason Witten, I can't quite figure out why our snap numbers are so off. I feel like Foster Moreau should be getting a lot of these snaps that Jason Witten's getting. Why is Jason Witten out there so much on the field? Why is he getting so many targets? Why is he probably like the second most targeted receiver on our team? I should look at someone in the comments. In target amount, where did he rank on the team tonight? Because I guarantee he was probably second or third. I can guarantee you it was probably Aguilar, right? Aguilar, Waller, Witten. That's what I would say. Everyone else is way down low. Maybe Renfro after that. Not good. That's not what we want. Josh Jacobs, 28. He needs to be on the field more. What are we saving him for? What are we saving him for? Not the playoffs, because we're out, right? We're not saving him for the playoffs. What are we saving him for? Man. So, I see someone in the chat, how about blaming Carlson? Hey, you know what? We shouldn't have to rely on just 1 point. I don't know. I mean, hey, Daniel Carlson's been money this year. Everyone's due for a mistake. It just happened to be a bad game where we needed a point, but this is rough. Raider Nation, you're toxic tonight, and that's okay. I'm frustrated too. Let your frustrations out. That's what makes Raider Nation beautiful is our passion. We have a lot of emotion for this football team, this football game, every game day. So we're going to get through it together. Anyways, so like I said, we had a solid drive. Our red zone struggles continued. It seemed like for whatever reason, we get down in the red zone, we get down where we need to score the ball, and we walk away with field goals. And this is another instance. We walk away with a field goal. We go up 10-3. Looking good. We're up by 7. Yeah, Witten was tied for third most targets with Renfro. Ridiculous. It's absolutely ridiculous. Anyway, so shout out to the super chat. Sonny says, we need a seasoned DC, Wade Phillips, or the talent is here on defense. We just need a shutdown defense, period. Our offense is fine. Sorry, I need my readers. I need to get some glasses or some contacts again. My eyes fade real quick. So, yeah, we do need a seasoned DC. I do like what Rod Marinelli's brought to this defense. I'm going to talk about this a little bit more extent with Kenny King. So, Sonny, make sure you stick around for that because I really want to talk about that. Or if you want to call in, we're going to take some fan phone calls, of course, at the end of the show. There's a lot to, I think, get into. But, gosh, I'm sorry, guys. I'm pretty bummed out. I'm pretty bummed. The energy over here is pretty low. Energy is pretty low, but we're going to hang in there. Angel, shout out to Angel. I see you in the super chat. This is a effing shame. Yes, it is. Appreciate the donation. And it definitely is a shame. So the Dolphins get down again. This was the fake punt drive where literally the blocker was lined up between the long snapper and the punter, and we didn't somehow see the fake. I even yelled it at the TV. Too bad they couldn't hear me through the TV. Pick up whatever it was, almost 20 freaking yards on a fake punt. They get down. We somehow at least held them to a field goal, 10-6. We're up. And then we get down, saw a little drive right before the end of the half, get a field goal in, 13-6. Feeling good, halftime, 13-6. I felt decent about the game. I mean, our defense was playing good. We put up decent points against a really good defense coming into this game. Dolphins come out, and our defense starts getting chewed up at this point. Our defense is kind of getting eaten up. Not the defense that held them to 6 points in the first half. I'll tell you that much, right? They came out and they were looking flat. They're looking soft. They're missing tackles. They're giving up chunk yards in the run game. And they go down and they pretty much score an easy touchdown, tied 13-13. Raiders come out. I'd say we started looking good. Then we had like this weird series of plays. Like I felt like we're going to start moving the ball back maybe. Okay, getting a little groove. Real quick, shout out to the Super Chat. KC, how many rebuilds does this franchise need? You know what? I don't say we need a rebuild. I'm not going to call this a rebuild, but I definitely think, there's some serious pieces to be added. And I just think that how do we add like a little bit different mentality to John Gruden and what he's doing, right? I don't know. How can we add that in the offseason? So like I said, weird series of plays, kind of had like this weird little rollout. Derek had this weird little rollout, threw it across the other side of the field to Jason Witten, wasn't really there. Then it was 4th and 1, obvious rushing play. We lined up in like power formation and tried to run it at him, and it's never worked for us. We haven't been the football team lately to line up and show obvious run and run it down their throats anyways lately. Maybe at one point we were last year, early this year, maybe. Recently, no, we haven't been that football team. So can we please stop trying it whenever we need to do it on a short down and distance? Anyways, so we turn the ball over at midfield. The Raiders defense comes up with a big stop, 3 and out. They punt the ball back to us. Derek starts making some big throws, right? He gets one to Aguilar. Good little play to Aguilar. I think that he's looking for Henry Ruggs on a wheel route. Hits Aguilar. Then he gets Darren Waller going down the sideline. One-handed catch by Darren Waller, best tight end in the league. Can't say that enough. 2Ace Kane in the chat. Appreciate the super chat. 2Ace Kane says, what's up, bro? Hope you had a good Christmas. Damn, man, what a bad loss. That face mask. What the F? No discipline whatsoever. Carr is not the issue. Proven. I mean, hey, I'm not going to sit here and just like point blame at whether it's Carr or not. I don't think the quarterback always gets too much blame whenever it comes down to things. It's obviously a football team. But seeing our red zone struggles now, even last week, there's a lot of fans that dislike Carr and they're holding on to what Mariota did last week. And Mariota played great. I think Carr played great today too, but they both struggled in the same area, and I feel like that all comes down to the play calling and the personnel and the packages that we're shipping out there and everything that we're trying to show with our offense, and we're struggling in the red zone. We're struggling on key downs. What were we on 3rd down? 0 for 9? We're going to talk about that more too. 2Ace Kane, I appreciate the donation. Dylan comes in the chat as well. Dylan says, how do we kneel on 3rd instead of running it? Terrible play calling. Gruden needs to find his balls. I don't know, man. I don't know. It was such a weird situation. I would say that missed extra point kind of put us in a funny situation. Do you run it in, and then you're still down by 6, give them a little extra time, they get down and score a touch? I don't know, man. Overall, bad choice. Obviously, playing not to lose. Trucker Mark USA says it in the chat. I've been saying it. We're playing not to lose. For whatever reason, we should be playing to win. What do we have to lose? Obviously, a lot. Anyways. So, man, we get that big, I don't know, big time throw, get us inside the red zone. Then the same crap, walk away with a field goal in the red zone. Dolphins defense, really doesn't have an answer for us right now. Raiders offense is looking pretty good. Then the Dolphins get the ball back, and the defense is coming out hot. We come out with a big sack, big stop. Amazing. 3 and out punt. Raiders get the ball back. Huge throw to Waller. Darren Waller, best tight end in the league. I'm going to say that's the 3rd time I've said it. I'm going to say it probably 3 more times. Drive comes to an end with an incomplete pass to Ruggs in the end zone. I felt like, hey, maybe there's a better shot that Ruggs could have came down with that pass. Whatever. He didn't. Tough catch. He didn't. Is what it is. Punt the ball. Again, Raiders defense steps up. 3 and out. Punt. Dude. I felt like our defense actually showed up and was pretty good. 3rd best tight end in the league. No, not 3rd best tight end in the league. Travis Kelce is the only one that competes with Darren Waller as the best tight end in the league. And with compete, I'm just going to say, depends on how your bias is. That's who you're going to choose. But there's 1A, 1B, and that's Darren Waller, Travis Kelce. Doesn't matter how you look at it. So, man. Yeah, this is tough. This is tough, guys. This is a tough game to talk about. Let's skip to the crap. Okay, let's skip the crap. This is what happened. So Ryan Fitzpatrick comes in the game for Tua Tagovailoa, whatever. I don't know. Tua Tagovailoa, whatever, however you say his name. He comes in for Tua and starts dishing it. He's spreading the offense out. Starts just kind of shredding our defense, I would say, in portions. So they come back. After that, they kick a field goal. They tie the game. Then Derek has this play, and this is where the game got crazy. Derek, obviously, he breaks containment out of the pocket, gets loose on the sideline, throws a dime pretty much over Aguilar's shoulder, drops it right in the bread basket on the sideline. Aguilar zigzags, makes some stuff happen, and gets in the end zone. Look good, and that's where the missed extra point happened. Okay? Then that little underneath pass happens to Miles Gaskin. Missed tackle by a linebacker. Shocker, right? Raiders defensive player misses a tackle. Shocker. Running back takes it down the sideline to the house. Shout out to Sonny in the chat. Sonny says, Reed tells his receivers, if you don't have the ball at the end of the route, look back. Get open. Mahomes will find you. I feel like Raiders coaches don't do this. I feel like you're right, too, because there's a lot of weird rollout plays that just go dead. I can feel you on that. I feel like they just go dead way too often. So anyways, after they take that thing to the house, after a missed extra point, we're down by 1 point. So then we take a shot to Aguilar again. Pass interference. Dude's like grabbing his shoulders, tackling him down by the face mask. Pass interference. We get it down inside the 15. Then a couple run plays, 3rd and short. Derek Carr hits him with a snap count. Hard count. Should I say. Hard count. Hits him with a hard count. Gets him to jump. First down. Okay. This is where things went weird for us, and we decided to kind of run, squat, run, slide, run, fall, and not score. And then 3rd and goal, could have tried to run it. We decided to just kneel it and settle for a field goal instead of score a touchdown. I don't know. That was the biggest. That was sissy ball right there. Blown coverage on defense after they get the ball back. Face mask call. Easy field goal, win the game. Absolutely rough. We're going to take a quick break, and I'm going to go ahead and give my guy Kenny King Jr. a call.
Can you hear me?
Let's see. So joining me now, Kenny King Jr. What's going on, man?
What's up, man? You hear me all right?
I can hear you, dude. You there?
Yeah, I'm here.
Unfortunately, right?
Look, man, I'm not going to sugarcoat anything. I'm not going to put no rainbows and lollipops out there. I'm not going to rain gumdrops from the sky. This game was an epic dumpster fire. I mean, look, and I'm trying to keep it PG. I'm trying to keep it PG right now for the kids, but I mean, come on, man. God, there's so many things went wrong, so many missed opportunities. But then at the end of the game, Arden Key making another boneheaded play. Damon Arnett blowing coverage and just giving them the opportunity. And I feel like as soon as Fitzpatrick came in, the defense didn't know what to do. They had the rookie on his heels, and as soon as they had a veteran that came in, they fell apart.
Man, Kitty King Jr. coming in with some real talk on the Stage Door Casino hotline. Make sure, again, every time you're in Las Vegas, visit Stage Door Casino. And Kenny King, I might be seeing you down there Super Bowl weekend, of course. Raiders aren't even making the playoffs. Obviously not the Super Bowl, but hey, maybe Raider Nation can still get together and watch some football and some peace, less stress, blood pressure not through the roof, and a game like today that I thought for sure we could put away, not putting it away. First thing I want to talk about, I got 4 bullet points here that I want to talk about. Couple good, couple bad. Third down offense, 0 for 10. Third down conversions.
It was bad.
Where's that coming from, dude? Because I felt like a lot of them were very convertible. And why does it seem like our play calling, for whatever reason, is falling just so flat? Why does it feel like, and look, don't get me wrong, I feel like Derek was honestly hindered by injury because he was really just kind of glued to the pocket. Only time he rolled out was on like a design bootleg where he was kind of, had some space cleared out for him. Very much so. Dude probably shouldn't have been playing at all. But he played a heck of a game. But this 0 for 10 third down offense, what in the world was going on?
Yeah, I mean, here's the thing. I think that one of the biggest things is, one of the things you touched on is something I was going to say. I think that Derek's injury definitely did hinder him in those situations because in the third down situations is generally where he would be able to take off and run. And that was a situation where we didn't have that element. But then I think some of those design bootlegs, some of those design plays to Witten. I mean, Witten should not have gotten that many calls. Witten should not have gotten that many targets.
Tied for third in target, or tied for third in targets.
Tied for third in targets. And I mean, you take the ball away from some of the better playmakers. Don't get me wrong. Witten's a good player. He was great, but now he's at a point where I would much rather put that ball in Foster Moreau's hands or Darren Waller or Josh Jacobs or Jalen Richard. Anybody. One of those players I think is going to do a better job in that situation.
Dude, literally anybody. Give me one weapon that you would take.
Anybody.
I mean, gosh.
Hell, I'd even line Trent Brown out at tight end and might have a better opportunity making a play with him at this point.
No joke.
But I think that Carr's injury definitely did hinder him there. I think that was a spot where John Gruden should have made adjustments, should have given his quarterback an opportunity to make that adjustment. You have Mariota who's healthy. I'm not saying start Mariota. I think that Carr played phenomenally well for given the injuries that he had. He led the Raiders back down the field to score, put him back in a position to win the game. But when you have a guy like Mariota who can run, give him the opportunity to run the ball. Give him the opportunity to come in and change things up. If you're going 0 for 10 on third downs, you need to switch something up.
Gosh dang, Kenny King Jr. Sonny in the chat says, I don't know why we don't go with the deep ball. Once every down.
We tried.
Look at 2002 offense. He was hitting Tim Brown and Jerry Rice. Why isn't Gruden doing this? And I feel like, we had a couple deep shots, couple designed deep shots. One of them was, I think, just a little Derek rolling out long enough for Nelson Aguilar to get open on the sideline. And I can kind of see where they're coming from, but man, I felt like we used a lot of our special deep shots early in the season. Those real designed, calculated deep shots that we were taking. I felt like for whatever reason, defenses started to figure us out towards the end of the season. And then they started coming, very far and very few because we were a top 5 deep ball offense early in the season, but that's going to lead me on to, speaking of receivers, I'm going to pound the table right now. This is a good thing I want to talk about. And I think we need to extend Nelson Aguilar now.
Yes. Yeah, absolutely. I think the Nelson Aguilar has been one of the many bright spots of the offense. I think that, he has far exceeded expectations. I think that, obviously when he came in, I didn't have any expectations of him. I thought that he was a guy that might not even make the roster. And for him to be the clear number 1 receiver right now, I think that he would be a guy that I would definitely like to see extended. Now, obviously, his price tag is going to go up, but he is worth it. Now, you look at this offense going into next season, and Tyrell Williams is another guy that you have a question mark. He's a guy that obviously had clear chemistry with Carr before he got injured, but he has injury issues. If we could bring him back and bring Aguilar back, I think that's a great 1-2 punch at receiver.
Man. This is nuts. Kenny King Jr., I'm pretty frustrated with this game. I want to end on one last topic, and that's Rod Marinelli and the impact of this defense, because although we're not going to talk about that last drive at all. We're going to ignore that thing all the way completely. Just blown coverage, mental mistake, whatever the heck the case was. What I saw from the defense tonight as a whole was exciting. The front seven, what did we walk away with? 3 sacks. Had some good pressure.
3 sacks.
And
Tua had 94 yards passing.
I mean, dude, I felt like Corey Littleton playing in a role that he's more comfortable in.
Yes.
Jonathan Abram. How many times, Kenny King, did we talk about? I even talked about, off the record on the phone, telling you, why is it so stupid watching Jonathan Abram come on these stupid blitzes? And he finally started to do what I wanted to see him do and come off the edge hot.
Yes.
Time the snap count, come off the edge, come in with a full head of steam downhill, going after the quarterback. Even seeing like Dallin Levitt, dude, getting in positions to almost turn the ball over. A dude that shouldn't even hardly probably be on a 53-man roster was making plays. Rod Marinelli, I felt like, started to kind of turn stones over. I want to hear your opinion on Marinelli's effect that you saw in today's game, and maybe a little how frustrated. I mean, I was pretty frustrated, and my wife was actually the one. Shout out to Beth. Beth was the one that actually decided to point out and say, like, imagine had we cut ties with him a long time ago and got this ball moving sooner.
Well, I mean, and I've said that many of times. Christina, who's my wife, who's not even a Raider fan but watches these games with me, has said, "What's going on with the defense? What's the issue?" And one of the things is I think the Marinelli effect is something that Gruden talked about in the in the preseason, or not the preseason, but during the offseason when he came in and bringing in his guys, and you see what the Marinelli effect did. One of the things that we're not talking about enough is the fact that, yes, while Corey Littleton played phenomenal, we also have to talk about the fact that Nick Witkowski and Nick Morrow weren't out there. You had Kyle Wilbur out there playing linebacker, and nobody knew the difference.
Yeah.
The linebackers probably played the best game that they've played all year.
Yeah.
The defensive line, I was watching the line the whole game, and they were sitting in their gaps. They were moving down parallel with the line. They were getting containment. They were playing the way that they should have been playing all year long. They were playing the way that they did under Brenson Buckner last year. And the secondary started playing a little bit better. And one of the things that I really like to see was LaMarcus Joyner playing safety. You put LaMarcus Joyner at safety, he played so much better. But there were, like I said, there were the hiccups at the end of the game. There were things that happened. But one of the things that I've noticed is that Marinelli has these guys, 1, playing smarter football. He has them 2, playing in position. And 3, he has them getting around the ball. Whenever there's a tackle, there's at least 4 or 5 guys around the ball. You have guys that are trying to rip the ball out of receivers and running backs' hands. You have guys that are trying to make a play on the football. You have guys that are getting after the quarterback. You have guys that aren't using being held as an excuse. All those things are major factors. Now, I don't know if Marinelli is going to be the guy. I don't think that he's going to be the guy.
I don't think so either, but for now, he's been a good fill-in.
He's been a great fill-in. He's brought new intensity to the defense, and these guys are playing for him. Corey Littleton looks rejuvenated. He looks like a new person out there. He looks like the way he did when he was with the Rams. And so he has gotten the most out of these players that anybody's gotten.
Man, Kenny King Jr.
Kenny King, real talk.
Coming with some real talk. Brother, this isn't the game I wanted to talk about, but it's what we were dealt. We got 1 game left in the season. We're going to see what we can do, but I appreciate you joining me here week in and week out, putting in the effort that you do. Bringing the energy that you do and the opinion that you do, man. Kenny King, we'll be talking again here probably in the next few days.
No doubt. All right, brother.
Man. Let's why is that backwards? See if we can pop this up here. There she is. Call the number on the line. I think I got the Lights. Backwards. But call in your opinion. Let's hear it. Voice your frustrations. I want to hear what you have to say. It's going to be a little rowdy. So call in, give me your opinion, and we'll go from there. Right off the bat, let's take this first caller. Caller, state your name. Where are you calling from?
Dylan, calling from Spokane, Washington.
Washington. What's going on, man? How you feeling after this game?
Definitely upset.
Yeah, like the rest of us, right?
Yeah, I don't know how you don't run the ball and get in the end zone when you have the shot. I don't know how you settle for 3 points and feel comfortable only going up by 2 points.
Yeah. Those whatever it was, 20 seconds that they tried to save. I don't see why that's even worth it. Just why not try and just get 6? Why not force them to score? How hard is that? It's gonna be a lot easier to get a field goal range than it is to get in the end zone. I don't see how hard that is. Did I just don't see that a lot? Go ahead.
It's like what do you get out of kneeling on third that you wouldn't get out of trying to run it into the end zone?
Exactly.
It's horrible.
Exactly. Washington, I appreciate you taking my call, man. Hopefully we talk again soon.
All right, thanks. Have a good one, Cody.
You too. Next caller coming in. State your name, man. Where are you calling from?
Dwayne. Yeah, I'm calling from New Jersey.
Dwayne, have I talked to you before, Dwayne?
Nah, but I probably
First time caller.
I comment on I comment on your stuff a lot though.
Oh man. Well, I apologize for that. But what's the mood right now, man? I can't imagine it's very good, but how you feeling, Dwayne?
Look, this is how I feel about the whole situation. First of all, that was a holding on Arden Key, which caused him to which caused him the face mask. It's funny how the referee sees that face mask, but don't never see the holding that was going on by the same two players.
Interesting opinion. Yes, I like that.
That's number one. Number two is that was the defensive coordinator plus Gruden's fault, because why would you run a cover 2 on that play? You could have ran a cover 4, because one catch, and all they had to do was catch the ball once. They had 19 seconds there. They caught the ball one play and down. It would have been over.
Yeah, I agree.
Over.
I would like to know maybe the assignment right there on that corner, because I like how you're saying that with the cover 2 like that. Arnett, I mean, does he kind of have a duty of, even though it's maybe a cover 2 defense, hey, try not to let anything go over the top of you? Because that was really weird. It was like almost like kind of like maybe a little confusion, and I get it. Even with Paul Gunther, maybe not quite being the defensive coordinator we wanted. Marinelli, we expect him to come in and fix everything. I don't think everything's going to be fixed. I still think there's going to be confusion, and we've only had like a week and a half with this defensive coordinator calling the shots. Something there, whatever it was the ugliest play of the game, and it couldn't have come at any worse of a time.
Yeah, what it was depending on the route combination on his side, on Arnett's side, because there wasn't nobody else on his side, he was supposed to carry that receiver all the way down.
Yeah.
So he can keep the safety over the top, because as long as he stayed right up under it, the safety could stay further back.
Yeah.
But because he didn't stay right over top of it, the safety didn't know what Arnett was doing, how short he was going to play. Why would you even give up that play anyway? Like, let them catch the little short pass and get out of bounds. That's what they want to do. They still got to get all the way to get inside the 30 and get inside the 35-yard line in order to kick a field goal. So
yeah.
I don't understand that play call. If you'd have ran a cover 4, you had 4. You got two. To me, you got 2 layers. You got the second layer that of 4, and then you got 4 more behind them. Let them catch the ball. It's not like they're gonna catch something and run. And you got 8 players back there.
Yeah.
I don't know. I don't understand it. I don't see why they did it. I don't know what that was all about. But my brother's an Eagles fan. He called. He said Fitz magic. I said, yeah. For some reason, I feel it. For some reason, I felt that it was coming.
I don't know if it was more. I think it was less magic and more of our team being cursed, dude. I don't know what is going on here, and why that had to happen the way it did, but it did. Dwayne, I appreciate this call, man. That was a very knowledgeable conversation. I like the opinion that you brought. It was definitely something that kind of gets my brain churning here a little bit to look at on the all 22 here this week and see what all happened there towards the end of that game. But yeah, man, let's talk again soon, bro.
No doubt. Good hollering at you, bro.
Let's take this third caller. Third caller coming in hot. Where are you calling from, man? State your name.
I'm from San Diego.
San Diego. What's your name, man?
Alberto.
What are the thoughts right now, man? We're sitting out of the playoffs. I don't really know exactly what, even hinges on the season. We got one game left. Coming off this ridiculous loss to the Dolphins. How do you feel?
It sucks, man. It hurts.
It does.
Because, the defense was playing really great in the first half.
Yeah.
They were now ready for Fitzpatrick.
I mean, I
you
felt
could
like
see how they were now ready.
I feel like he came in, and yeah, maybe he gave him a little bit extra spark, but until that one drive, that one big play that they gave up, I felt like we kind of held him in check just a little bit.
But the offense, I don't get it. Why when we get to the red zone, we completely spaced out, or we just settle for field goals?
Yeah. No, I don't understand it either, dude. I don't understand why, for whatever reason, we do get in the red zone, we fall flat. We play that not to lose mentality. We play safe. We'll walk away with field goals if we want to. And we come up with these weird design plays, we're not getting our playmakers involved, and I can't exactly figure out why. Alberto, I appreciate you calling in, man. Let's talk again soon.
Okay, thank you, man. Love your show. Watching it right now.
Appreciate it, man. Shout out to San Diego.
All right, man.
So I'll take two more callers. This will be the second and last one. Caller, state your name. Where are you calling from?
Hey, what's up, man? Santiago from LA. How you doing?
Santiago, what is going on, man?
Man, I'm hurt, man. I am heartbroken right now, man. This is heavy right now. And we were supposed to make the playoffs this year. I'm telling you, that KC loss, I get it. We know we lost to KC that second time, but we could have stopped them. But look, I'm done with Carr. We get down to the red zone and we cannot score. I put this on Carr and Gruden's shoulders, honestly, because our defense came to play today, and we should be very proud. Even though with the last play, I get it, but this falls on Carr's and Gruden's shoulders.
Yeah,
I'm baffled.
Yeah.
I'm baffled.
I can see with that, but it's hard because, there's times where I see exactly even what Carr's doing too. And we get Mariota in there last week, and I felt like Mariota was playing pretty dang good, right, in his own style of football. But then how come he struggled in the red zone too?
True, I believe it was bad play calling. And that last pass where he threw an interception, that was supposed to be through Renfro, but Renfro got a concussion. So we took him out. Zay Jones comes in, and he was kind of out of position for that. But, yeah, look, Mariota's a dual threat quarterback. He's more physical. I think he could run when he doesn't have no one open. Carr looks at his first and second option, and then he just throws the ball away. Yeah, he made a great pass to Aguilar. Great. And made some great passes down. But most of the time, after his first person's not open, he just panics, and he got sacked twice today.
I get it, man. No, I get it. I mean, trust me, I felt like he could have played better, and I think he would have if he was healthy. Absolutely would have. But given the circumstances, to play the way he did against a defense that really was pretty nasty coming into this, you know what I mean? They're trying to force turnovers. They're trying to get in your face. I felt like we managed it pretty well. Honestly, whenever it comes down to it on this game, just the way we closed it out, super soft. We were going to just try and crawl into a win was really the frustrating part for me. So watching Josh Jacobs go down 2-3 times, kneeling it, I don't like that. I don't like that at all. There's times that we've put, the ball in a Patrick Mahomes' hands to score a touchdown with 1 minute and 30 seconds left.
Yep.
And for whatever reason, we decide not to put it into the Dolphins' hands with, 30 seconds left. I don't I don't understand it, man. But I kind of put this more on like just kind of clock management and how he ended the game. But Santiago, I appreciate you calling in, man. This is a good chat, man. Let's talk again soon.
We'll talk again, man. Hey, congratulations with the show, man. We'll talk again. Enjoy your evening.
Appreciate you, bro. See ya. Okay, let's see here. I got one more call for you guys. Let's see. Let's dial it up. Raider Nation, this is wild. Absolutely wild. One last call.
Messaging system.
Whoop. Let's see. Try this again. One last caller, and our final caller, honorary caller, Danny from Fresno. What's going on, bro?
Yes, sir. What's going on, man? What's going on?
Not much, really, at all, dude. Dude, is this not?
Oh.
Was that not this? I mean, I'm gonna be honest. I'm gonna be completely blatantly honest with you right now. Was that not the stupidest ending to a game you've ever seen?
It was the dumbest. Yeah. Yeah. But you know what? It's like, man, we can't get it together, dude. The defense finally gets a shot because Marinelli's been, prepped the D for a whole week this time, so we got a chance. And they played okay for most of the game, enough to get Tua benched, and then they brought in Fitzpatrick, which I already knew was going to be bad because I'm like, man, most likely they did not prep for Fitzpatrick because he's been benched for a while and Tua's been playing great. So I was nervous when they put him in the game, and I was like, dang it. But here we go. And sure enough, he came out and he was slinging it. And all of a sudden, the defense wanted to play scary, like they weren't playing all right for most of the game.
Yeah.
So, but the offense, man, they played. I mean, they honestly played their hearts out. And you can say whatever you want about play calling was conservative at the end of the game or whatever. Yada yada. Jacobs could have scored a touchdown for sure. We could have scored, but you know what? It's like we gave them the ball with 19 seconds to go, and they had no timeouts. And we couldn't come up with a stop, and that's just it, man. You know what I mean? Like,
yeah,
that's a good defense we played tonight. The Dolphins are a good defense, and we were able to do pretty much whatever we wanted to against them, to be honest. So I mean, at the end of the day, I'm hopeful because the offense is in a good spot. No doubt about it. We don't got anybody big on the roster who's going to require a lot of money as far as like the offense goes. So I'm excited about that. We got a lot of guys who are hungry. The thing that needs some revamping is the defense. Littleton played well today. Like you guys were talking about on Twitter, I really do think it was a Gunther problem. Like as far as like why he wasn't playing good all season. Like you look at him the past couple weeks, he's been playing a lot better. So I mean, I really do believe it was a Gunther problem. But I mean, where this team is going to get better is it has to be on defense because the offense has got to figure it out. I think the offense is going to be good. I think Gruden will get better at play calling. I really do. And then there are some instances where it's just like, okay, a little too conservative there. But I mean, like, how many coaches are not going to give their defense a chance? Like, it's an NFL defense. You're not going to give them a chance with 19 seconds to go and the team has no timeouts. Like, you should be able to stop them. You know.
Yeah.
Of course, you get the face mask call. You're in cover 2. I mean, that's questionable for sure. You could have been in cover 4 there. Probably should have been in cover 4 because you give up a catch at all. Like, you know what I mean? Like, it's bad news, especially on the sideline. So, but I'm hopeful still. I know this year was crazy. You know, COVID, all that. We had players in and out of the lineup all year. But at the end of the day, I think we all knew, like those of us who have been watching the team, you know, for years past, like, if you're gonna sit here and say that Gruden's crap and he needs to go, you're tripping because honestly, this offense is so much better than we've seen. I can't remember the last time we've seen that offense this good. Like as efficient as they are, consistently this year, they've been really good. I think you're crazy to say that Gruden needs to go. Like you're really tripping because we're playing really well. We've got a lot of good pieces. Defense, they deserve a lot of heat because the defense, the coaches on defense, it's just not been good. They've been tackling a lot better though the last couple of weeks. I will say that.
Yeah, 100%. Danny from Fresno, appreciate you calling in, man. This is some tough circumstances, bro, but this is the cards that we're dealt, and this is what we're gonna deal with, man. But let's talk again next week, huh?
Yeah. Hopefully we get a win next week. But let everybody know though, this is a good Miami team. They're not a pushover team. They're a good team, and we should have beat them. We should have beat them. Played well enough to beat them. Should have beat them. Made a dumb mistake.
100%. Danny from Fresno, appreciate you calling in, bro.
Yep.
Man. Raider Nation, that's going to do it for our phone calls. Close this thing out. So, that's it. Make sure you guys visit whenever you do. I mean, hey, the season isn't going the way that we, wanted it to, but going into playoffs, going into this final week, of course, for Raiders football, keep in mind and visit mybookie.ag using promo code RaiderCody. They will match up to 50% of your deposit. Whatever you do, you put in $1,000, they'll match it. They'll put in another $500. You get $1,500 to gamble with, and that's going to be amazing. So mybookie.ag is, where you go and you can win big on their site. They have all the best props. They have all kinds of different options to choose from. You can do all kinds of different wagers and choose your style of betting. Whatever fits your style, whatever you want to do, all sports, not just football, basketball, everything. Man. Raider Nation, like I said, not the game we wanted to talk about, not the game we expected to, be dealing with right now, but it is what it is, and we'll see what we get from here on out. Looking forward, I guess, to the season. Off season, right? Later.